Welcome to the League of Losers Champion Spotlight, featuring Aatrox, the creator of top lane. A fallen god warrior bound to loser's queue who is hellbent on bringing total obliteration to all of his teammates. Aatrox is a 1v1 solo feeding champion who often likes to take teleport to mitigate the time of walking back to lane. It's important to remember that Aatrox is looking to feed. So if your teammates are engaged in a level 1 skirmish, just wait under your tower and screen lock until it's over, because Aatrox is a 1v1 feeder, and it's hard to feed when other allies might be around to pick up the kill. Now let's talk about his abilities. Aatrox's passive, All In, prevents Aatrox from walking away or backing off after trading with an opponent until the duration of all the opponent's abilities finally ends. Aatrox's Q, the Darken Blade, is a multi-cast ability, being able to cast 3 times in quick succession, with each attack dealing more than the last, and each having a sweet spot that deals even more. Now that sounds like a really cool ability, but let's not get carried away. We could use it to harass or trade with our opponent, or even to last hit, but Aatrox enjoys just watching the minions die while getting poked at the same time. His W, Infernal Chains, pulls in enemies, securing the int, forcing them to finish off the always all-in Master of Death. Aatrox's E, Umbral Dash, is a slight dash that's barely even usable as a repositioning tool. It hardly goes anywhere, and is mostly intended for you to better aim that sweet spot on your Q. But you can, however, hilariously use it to dash through some thin walls. Aatrox is a master of patience and death, tactfully waiting for his opponent to reach level 6 so they can finish him off with one last attack. And with teleport, Aatrox can get right back to inting his opponent, but Mordekaiser has just recalled and isn't there anymore, so we'll walk back to lane this time instead. Aatrox is hellbound and doesn't need minions to feed. In fact, Aatrox disregards minions so much, sometimes he even griefs last hits just for fun. Impressive. When Aatrox isn't sure what to do, he just stands there, griefing minions, waiting for his opponent to make the first move. And remember, because of his all-or-nothing trade policy, he has to take the full duration of all his opponent's abilities. Well played. Since his opponent is still in lane, the Master of Death teleports right back. Remember to grief the cannon minion. Amazing. Being underleveled and underpowered won't deter Aatrox from his all-in trades, because he's hellbound to the taste of his own blood. Oops, he accidentally got away that time. That's okay, because like a magnet, Aatrox will simply walk into any attack while at low HP. Because Aatrox is always dead, not even his jungler can get there fast enough to stop the feed. Unfortunately, it looks like Aatrox's team is winning, but the Master of Death isn't done just yet. We'll grief some more minions while we're waiting on Mordekaiser. Alright, there he is. It's go time. Remember to stand in his abilities until they're all on cooldown. Now we'll wait around until they all come back up, so we can do it again. That's 4. Mordekaiser is a powerful magic damage champion, so we'll be sure to pick up some armor boots this game, rather than the magic resist ones. Wouldn't want to reduce his damage if we're just trying to feed. After walking back to lane, we grief some more minions, while we patiently wait for Mordekaiser's return. But after he comes back around, step 1 is to exhaust 50% of your health in a single trade. Then after a few seconds, throw it back for another all-in. By this point, Mordekaiser has finally been able to take all of the plates, and is finally fed enough to polish off Aatrox from full in a single play. It's only a matter of time now. And speaking of time, unlike most champions who unlock their ultimate abilities at level 6, Aatrox's ultimate ability, Go Next, doesn't become available until after the 15-minute mark, which allows his team to surrender the game. But it will only work if he has successfully fed his opponent enough and depleted all hope from his team of winning. Looks like they're not quite ready to give up just yet, so the Master of Death gets right back to it. And unfortunately for his team, it's already far too late for them. No one can stop him now. With everyone top now, Aatrox needs to find a new opponent. Eager to challenge anyone, Aatrox will happily lose half his health to the first enemy he sees, waiting patiently for them to swing back around and finish the job. Death confirmed. But his team yet still think they can win. With everyone together, they collect the bounty on that fed Mordekaiser, and it goes on the support. Excellent. But you see, the Master of Death is all too excited to restore that bounty. And with Mord fed up to 9 kills now, even Nasus is inting him. But here comes the train. Looks like he wasn't fed enough to solo everyone. And then here we go again. Looks like everyone's about to pile up on that Mord a second time. Everyone is on the way. Oops, looks like Senna got distracted. Well played. And the Master of Death even finds the time to solo feed once more before it's over. At 0-10, with less gold than the supports, the Master of Death turns a hard game into an unplayable one. Thank you for watching this Champion Spotlight, and stay tuned for more Losers Q highlights.
Aatrox can be a real bastard sword in lane.